Hello, beautiful souls. Listen very closely. This is no coincidence. You were meant to hear this. This message is for you. God has millionaire plans for you that no man, no circumstance, and no obstacle can interrupt what He has set in motion for your life. Even if you can't see it yet, even if it's never crossed your mind, God sees you as a person of immense wealth and influence, destined for abundance. He is preparing to elevate you beyond what you've ever imagined. He sees you as a powerful business person, and everything you touch will turn into gold. Spirit is saying, your season of breakthrough is here. God's millionaire plans are unfolding for you in ways you never imagined. All you need to do is claim it and stay excited for the amazing things making its way. What's ahead is far greater than what you've left behind. Your journey to financial abundance is just beginning. The doors that once closed did so for a reason, because something better and greater was on the way. Now they are about to swing wide open, bringing improved blessings and an overflow of prosperity into your life. You may not see it yet, but wealth and opportunity are on the horizon. God's plan for you is greater than your current situation. Every challenge you've faced is preparing you for the incredible success and wealth that's coming your way. God has been working behind the scenes, and the financial blessings He's about to release will exceed all your expectations. What was once a dream is about to become your reality. God's plans for you include enormous riches and prosperity beyond measure. The struggle is ending, and the blessings are beginning. God is positioning you for millionaire success. Your patience is about to be rewarded. God's divine plan for your financial breakthrough is about to unfold. The setbacks were only stepping stones. God is aligning millionaire opportunities that are tailor-made just for you. Right now, God is opening doors that no one can close. You may have faced challenges, but they are coming to an end. A divine flood of opportunities and blessings is headed your way tight now, and they are unstoppable. You didn't give up, and God has taken notice of your perseverance and faith. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it's on the verge of happening. Get ready, because your life is about to transform in a way that will reveal the fullness of God's millionaire plans for you. Believe it, receive it, and walk in the certainty that God's hand is on your life. Wealth and abundance are your inheritance. Nothing and no one can stand in the way of what God has promised you. God is saying this to you right now. Remember the story of Peter in Luke 5. He was a seasoned fisherman, but after working all night, he had caught nothing. Exhausted and defeated, he was ready to give up. But then, Jesus stepped into the situation. He told Peter to cast his net again, this time in deep waters. Even though Peter doubted, he had already tried and failed. But what happened next was miraculous. When Peter cast his net again, he pulled in so many fish that his nets began to break. He had to call for help from other boats because the blessing was so overwhelming. In that moment, Jesus took Peter from a place of lack, from having nothing, to a place of overflow, so much so that he couldn't even contain it all. God is saying this to you today. Like Peter, you may feel like you've tried everything and failed. You might be on the verge of giving up. But this is your moment to listen to God's instruction, this message, to cast your net once more, because He is about to bring an overwhelming breakthrough into your life. It's not just about getting by, it's about abundance that overflows. God is preparing to fill your life with so much blessing, wealth, and prosperity that it will spill over into the lives of others around you. God's provision will exceed your expectations, just as it did for Peter. He is ready to take you from a season of lack into a season of abundance, a time of prosperity and overflow. Be ready to act in faith, and you will see the blessings of God manifest in ways you never imagined. Do you also remember the story of the widow in 2 Kings chapter 4, 1-7? Powerful example of God's miraculous provision during desperate times. She approached the prophet Elisha in great distress. Her husband, who had been a man of faith and a servant of the prophets, had passed away, leaving her in significant debt. She came to Elisha in despair, believing her life was over. The creditors were coming to take her 2 sons because she couldn't pay off her debts. She thought she had nothing left, but Elisha, through the power of God, shifted her entire life. He didn't just help her clear her debts, he gave her a way to thrive. He told her to gather what little she had, to go to her neighbors and borrow as many empty jars as she could. After collecting the jars, she was to return home and begin pouring the oil from her small jar into the empty vessels. Miraculously, as she poured, the oil continued to flow, filling all the borrowed jars. When there were no more empty jars left, the oil stopped flowing. Elisha then told her to sell the oil, pay off her debts, and live on the remainder. Through this act of faith, she not only paid off her debts, but had enough to live on comfortably for the rest of her life. God is saying the same thing to you today. He's about to change the narrative of your life. You may see yourself as struggling, as someone with nothing to offer, but God is awakening something powerful within you. Just as he did with that widow, he is about to bring out of you untapped potential, creative ideas, and business strategies that will lead to wealth beyond your imagination. You might feel trapped by debt, by circumstances, or by a lack of opportunities, but God is opening doors that no man can shut. He is preparing you to step into your millionaire calling. It's not just about clearing your debts, it's about thriving, prospering, and living in abundance. God is not done with you. Just like the widow thought her story had ended, you may think the same. But God is resurrecting something inside of you that you didn't even know existed. The ability to create wealth, to generate prosperity, and to leave a lasting legacy. Listen carefully, because God is going to reveal step by step how you will rise out of lack and into overflow. The millionaire in you is awakening. Believe it, embrace it, and prepare, because God's plans for you are greater than you can imagine. Stay blessed, and if you need guidance, reach out through the details below. God is ready to make his vision for you a reality.